Since I've got really nothing to do but experiment with my setup, it's going to be a more permanent choice in my life because I have come to the conclusion that people are bat you know what crazy, and I might be bat you know what crazy, but I think I could be happier bat you know what crazy by myself somewhere. So van life is going from an avocation to a potential final destination for me. In any case, I've got this old van out here in pretty good shape. I don't know if I'm getting a long enough view. I've got this little ratchet strap here, and yes, I know that I'm reducing the amount of power I get by having that line all the way through. I could easily pop it up, fix it, and go it on, but right now it's like the difference between a Magnum and a machine gun. I'm not shooting at big beasts now because I don't need to just get every ounce of power out. What I have done now, these two panels, or this panel and this dual set of panels here on the hinges, they are now hooked up to the second controller, which was originally my 80 amp. I don't know why I keep saying watts. Please, I apologize. It just gets in my mind. My 80 amp controller. This one too is on this 80 amp controller. This sort of complex wiring scheme back here is what is hooking these up across from that side to this side and into the vehicle. By the way, I'm using these MC4 splitters as extensions, and I've got some regular old MC4 cables coming in. But I don't think there's a major loss there. Well, I don't know. Maybe a minor voltage loss in the fact it's a splitter instead of a single cable. Doesn't really matter. Like I say, I've basically turned this thing into a ground-to-air missile power-wise. So I am not hurting any on power at this particular moment. Going into the van here again. Apologize for the darkness. I've got one light on in here, and I'm still demolishing things. By the way, I'm going full rat rod on this thing now. There's no pretense as if there was much before. I'm just going to junk this baby up. It's going to be what it is, and it's going to look the way it's supposed to look. There's a black one. I got a red one that size. I'll worry about it later. Let me get this back down and out of the way. Up here, this one is now got, it says it got 19. So this one is charged, the battery's charged at 100% now. This one has got most of the panels. All the panels that I didn't show you, the ones I did show you on the sides, are all into this second controller down here. The rest of the panel, which is about 1,200 potential watts, some are shaded, some need to be flipped down, but it's 1,000 to 1,300 watts of power if it's getting direct sunlight. So this one is holding the lion's share, the 100, and then the 80. And like I said, I'm not sure this is practical, but I got two solar controllers. Why not use them? I look down here, see that's charging over there from the other. It's really weird. They do show slight differences because that shows I have 83%. That one shows I have 100%, but it's still charging. I don't know. In any case, but I've got it going. Just wanted to show that. So I'm pretty much satisfied with the power I've got now. I've done one test with the AC. I turned it on, not that, pretty high, and ran it for like 3 or 4 hours. I showed no reduction at top sunlight, top sun, sun contact with my panels. So overnight it would, but the fact that I've got 1, 2, 3, and then 4 in the front, 155 amp hour batteries, then I could probably make it through the night running this AC as well. And I've still got the little zero breeze, the little tiny 1,000 BTU that I could use at night to struggle through, but I'm hoping I won't need it anymore. And I'm not sure when you're going to see this, but we're still in the depths of this coronavirus thing, and I'm just about ready to retire and go somewhere out in the woods somewhere and park, go in every once in a while, get supplies. I'm just really contemplating that. I've never been fond of people in general, at least people in numbers. I got a lot of good friends, one-on-one or one-to-two or something like that. But usually when there's a group of people, the world is screwed up worse than it was if they hadn't gotten together. 0.5 volts. Anyway, but so I just want to give you a quick rundown of what I've done. I've done a lot of wiring to separate these into two different groups. Most of the system is up here on the 100 watt, about 35 to 45%. 35 to 45% of the system is only 100. I mean the 80 amp, and the 100 amp. I'm doing it again on the 80 amp, and so which is considered both sides. And one side has got 420 watts. The other side has got 320 watts. So it's about 800 watts going through this. Let me see, let's get this right. This 80 amp solar controller, and there's the rest of them, which is a cumulative maybe 12 to 1300 watts, is going through the other solar controller up here. Now I'm saying, because some of the ones that are in this one are shaded, some need to be flipped down, and I do have another 200 amps of potential power. I have camping panels back there I could hook up. I would probably hook it up to either one of these. Probably would push me right up to the peak of what the 80 amp would do if I were to put that on the 80 amp, which would be where I would do it, because I've got a couple of loose connections. I can pop those out and set them in the field somewhere, and I can get a little extra power if I'm out in the sticks. All right, that's what I want to give you a quick rundown of what I've been doing. I'm still not in the van full time right now, but I'm getting this thing ready, and it's gone from, isn't this a nice place to hang out, to prepper, just on the saner end of the prepper group, let's say. So I think the coronavirus and the way this country and the rest of the world is being affected by it has changed my point of view on van life in general. And you see, because this thing is going to just keep going. It's never going to be pretty, so I've given up on that. Yeah, engine runs great. I have enough money to replace the engine if I had to. I'm at much work as I put on this thing, it would have to be a debate whether to replace the engine. Love to get a high top on this thing. Not sure if it'll ever happen. But if I retire and get a little bit of money going, which is possible on my retirement, I might get a Sprinter van, an old FedEx, old UPS type delivery truck or something like that. But we'll see how that is in the future. Right now, I'm just going to be satisfied with this, and we'll see how it turns out in the future. And if I call these things 80 watts and 100 watts, I apologize. It's an 80 amp solar controller. It's a 100 amp solar controller, both of which are functioning, both of which are connected to batteries through this bus bar. And currently, it varies, but both are now charging. This one is still charging. Okay. The one up here is... it's charging as well. Let's see how much... there's some confusion. What did I get there? There's a message I didn't recognize there. Hold on, I'm going to look one more time. Maybe it's just something with my glasses fogged up, I can't actually see. Now everything looks fine. So I'm just doing that, and I'll be back. Right now I'm just running consistently running the refrigerator. It's been on for forever now. It's got a layer of frost inside of it, etc. So other than that, I'm not really doing a whole lot. It's like having an apartment outside this cheap hotel I'm staying in while I've been trying to figure out what this coronavirus this thing doing. I haven't been wearing a mask much, but now it's required in some jurisdictions around here. So I've just ordered some of those things you go around your neck, like a bandana almost, that covers your face in case I do need to go down, because I think they are required in parts of Dallas, maybe the whole city of Dallas. I'm in the Dallas area, but I'm not in Dallas County. It's not required everywhere you go right now. I think it's overkill in some occasions, but I do not at all criticize the people who are doing it. And I'm going to be doing it too, because I want to do it not only for my own safety, but I want to make other people feel comfortable who are wearing theirs. So it's just part of my kowtowing to public pressure deal. All right, talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.